Hi, Finn. My name is Robin Davis from momthemagnificent.com. Thanks for taking the time to chat with me today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
So, you play the role of Ryder in Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie. Could you just tell me a little bit more about your character and maybe how it came to be that you got the role?
Yeah, so Ryder's the guy in charge of all the dogs. So it's a pretty cool role to play. He helps all of them out with their issues, especially in the Mighty movie. He comforts Sky when Sky's having some troubles over the course of the whole movie. He treats them like they're almost his younger siblings. So he's really sweet towards all the dogs. And my audition process was I had this one, it was an open casting call. So I had my first audition, and it was a
Wow.
couple sentences about myself, my name, where I live. So I submitted that. Um, I got a second audition back, which was crazy. So it was a couple scenes from the script. So I read those, I submitted them once again. And then a couple weeks later, I got my third audition, which was in person, in studio this time. So that was
Oh,
really
wow.
neat. I got to go in, I got to meet the crew, so that was really cool. And I read the script, a couple scenes, and I went home not thinking much of it. And then at school, a little while later, I was eating lunch, and my dad texted me and he said, "Come outside right now." And I was worried, so I got outside, I got in the car, and both my parents were in the car. And my mom turned to me and she said, "Hello, Ryder." And I knew
Aw,
instantly I was Ryder. It was so crazy.
that's amazing. That's so cool. So, what was going through your mind in that moment once knew you finally booked the part?
I think I was almost in shock.
Yeah.
I don't think it I didn't think I realized it probably until near the end of the day. And like throughout the whole day at school, I couldn't focus because I was like, "Oh my goodness, a writer!" It was crazy.
That's so awesome. That's great. So, speaking more a little bit about your character, how can you personally relate to Ryder, or do you personally relate to Ryder at all?
Well, I definitely think because I have a younger brother, so having a younger sibling, I think parallels Ryder with the pups. He really treats them like his younger siblings almost. He comforts them and he's soft and gentle with them, which I think, resonates with me in my day-to-day life.
Yeah, I really love that comparison as a big brother, and just all of the care and leadership qualities that Ryder has. That's really cool. So, this movie is full of pets, not just dogs. I want to know, do you have any pets of your own?
Yeah, I have a cockapoo. His name's Pluto. So he looks actually
Aw,
a lot like Sky. He's
oh,
small.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cute.
That's awesome. We're relatively new pet owners. I think we've had a dog the last 2 years. We got our dog during COVID. So, but now that we have one, my kids are always, one isn't enough. They're always begging, can we get another dog? She needs a friend.
Yeah, we got our dog first day of COVID, the first day of lockdown too. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people did that. Well, what's it like for you being a part of such an iconic franchise? Paw Patrol is so widely known all over the place. What's it like for you to be a part of that family now?
Honestly, it still feels surreal. And leading up to the premiere, I don't think it had fully set in my brain up until I was watching it on the big screen. It's still so crazy. Even when sometimes I would see like on a bus, like a city bus, there'd be like a big poster for Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Or like my friends would go to movies and they'd text me because they'd see my name in the trailer for the Paw Patrol movie. So it's pretty crazy. And now that it's coming out on DVD, it's really exciting because we're gonna all watch it again as a family. So that's pretty
Oh, that's
exciting.
fun. You'll have another little premiere party at home.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I love that. That's really exciting. So, what was the voice recording process like for you? How long did that take from start to finish? And what was that like?
It was over the course of 8 months, probably one session a month. Um, it was really different than a live action movie, and it was
Yeah,
my
I
first.
bet.
This is my first animated movie, so there's a lot of things you don't realize. Like I really had to change the way I act. I have to be a lot more animated because they can only hear my voice. So
Mm-hmm.
that was really neat, and the director and writer, Cal and Bob, really helped guide me through the whole process. So that I'm really grateful for that. It was a really neat experience. I'm still learning things about stuff that I had no idea before.
That's really awesome. I thought you did a great job, and you did a good job bringing Ryder, giving him some of those characteristics and qualities that you were talking about. Very big brotherly. That's cool. So it definitely
Thank you
shows
so
up
much.
on screen.
Yeah.
So this movie is full of some really fun star-studded cameos. Can you tell us a little about them, and maybe who are you most excited to see give a cameo in the film?
Well, something that was crazy was I had no idea who was in this movie with me until the cast got released in January.
Oh
So
wow.
I was going in completely blind. And then when the cast got released in January, I learned I was with Chris Rock and Kim Kardashian and all these people. And it felt so surreal. It was so surprising. It made I I can't put into words how surprised I felt. It was insane.
Yeah, that's pretty neat to be, on the same list of credits as all those people. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, thanks. It's crazy.
So, were you able to ever record with other actors, or were you guys able to ever come in the same room together, or were you kind of separate the whole time?
Because I was in Calgary, compared to everyone else, I was pretty isolated from everyone else. So I did all my lines alone, and I'm pretty sure everyone else did as well. But they would yeah, I didn't get to meet anyone in person for recording the lines up until the Canadian premiere, where I got to meet a lot of the Canadian actors. But it was really weird because these people I'm like talking to in the movie and I've like shared so many lines with I hadn't met up until this point. So it was really funny.
You're kind of like, I know you, or I should know you, but this is still kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what do you think, if you could pinpoint one lesson or maybe one value you think kids should learn from the movie, what would that be?
Well, I think no job's too big, no pup's too small. Really, Sky's arc in this movie, I think, resonates with a lot of people, and that's why Paw Patrol is such a crazy big audience, is because it really resonates with people. No pup's too small. It shows that no matter who you are, where you're from, your size, like you can still make a big difference in the world.
Yeah, I love that. Perfectly said. Well, my last question for you is going to be holiday related since um, the movie's coming out on DVD and Blu ray now during the holiday season. What's your favorite holiday tradition that you do with your family?
I really like to bake shortbread cookies with my mom and brother during the holidays. It's just a tradition. I'm not good at baking at all, but it's still really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys home make them?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with me today, Finn. And I hope everyone goes and watches Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie.
Yeah. Thank you so much.